Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. You are learning Chapter 6 Combustion and Flame, Standard 8 Science. Today's topic that you have to learn, that is, how do we control fire? Guys, before discussing about how do we control fire, must learn importance of controlling fire. You must have seen or heard of fire breaking out in homes, shops and factories. Now I will share one such accident that I have saw in news. I am sure that you must also saw that accident on television. Guys, I am talking about 2019 Surat fire. Right, what exactly happened there? That is on 24th May 2019, a fire occurred at a commercial complex called Takshashila building in Surat, Gujarat. 22 students died and others were injured in an academic coaching center located on the building terrace. The fire was started by a short circuit on the ground floor. The students in the coaching center were trapped by the destruction of wooden staircase. So guys, students were trapped. They don't got any idea what to do exactly at that time, right? They all got scared. And do you know what they do at last? They started jumping from that terrace. So that is a very sad thing that 22 students had lost their life. Therefore, it is important that all of us know the telephone numbers of the fire services. So that is your homework. You need to find out, right, number of fire service in your area. You know why? Bhagwan na करे, but suppose you stuck at some such places where fire broke out, then you must know the ways how to control fire. And if you know the ways, you can definitely save your life as well as you can save others' life too. Now next, what happens when a fire brigade arrives? What does it do? Do you have any idea? Actually, first of all, they will find out the reason behind why the fire broke out at that particular place, right? If the fire broke out by the things like wood, paper, right, the best fire extinguisher, that is nothing but that is water. Fire extinguisher is nothing but it's a material that extinguishes, or that is a chemical that extinguishes fire. Suppose fire is broke out in any building, then from outside the fire brigade pours water on the fire. What happens afterwards? Water cools the combustible material so that its temperature brought below its ignition temperature. तो जो मटेरियल का इग्निशन टेम्परेचर ना, लोवेस्ट टेम्परेचर जिससे वो जलने लगता है, पानी डालने से क्या होगा? Its ignition temperature, what we can say that is increased. As we have discussed one such example of paper cup. When water is filled in the paper cup, right, water increases the ignition temperature of paper cup, and due to that paper cup will not reach to its ignition temperature and that will not catch fire. Same way, when you add water on any material that is burning, that increases its ignition temperature, and this prevents the fire from spreading. And in that case, one more thing occurs, that is water vapor also surround the combustible material from all sides, helping in cutting off the supply of oxygen and the fire is extinguished. Students, to understand how do we control fire, first of all you should know the reason behind combustion. Why combustion occurs? What are the things that are responsible for combustion? To understand the reason behind the combustion, see this combustion triangle or heat triangle that says that three things are very essential for combustion or any things to burn, right? The three things are mainly responsible, and the three things are fuel, right? The substance that is burning any combustible material, you can say that is fuel, that is important. Second thing, that is air, supply of air, continuous supply of air to that combustible material, that is necessary. If oxygen is supplied, then and then particular thing can burn. So air contains oxygen, so oxygen plays an important role in combustion process. And the third important thing, that is heat, or we can say that ignition temperature of that combustible substance, right? If the substance reaches to its ignition temperature, then and then it is going to catch fire. And if it will not reach its ignition temperature, or if you increase its ignition temperature, we can say that that substance will not burn, even though it is a combustible substance, but it will not catch fire. As you have seen the example of paper cup, water is there now, so paper cup is a combustible material, but as you adding water in it, it increases its ignition temperature. So we can increase as well as we can reduce ignition temperature of material, right? Reduce, how we can reduce ignition temperature of some substance? Like wood. In monsoon season, you all have seen, right? Wood absorb moisture or water in it, right? So if you try to burn that wet wood, can you able to burn that wet wood easily? No, it will not catch fire. Even though wood is a combustible substance, it catches fire, but when it absorbed moisture or water in it, it it increases its ignition temperature and therefore it cannot catch fire. But what you can do, keep that wet wood in sunlight, right? 1 or 2 days depending upon the heat, right? All water from the wood will evaporate, and when water will evaporate from that wood, what we can say that its ignition temperature is reduced in this case. Now less heat is required to burn that wood, right? So as per our requirement, we can increase or decrease the ignition temperature of few combustible substances. Okay, getting it or not? See, wet leaves will not catch fire easily, ignition temperature is more, water is there in it. But dry leaves, ignition temperature is low, easily it catches the fire. Getting it or not? So in that way we can say that all substances have their ignition temperature, right? And that we can reduce as well as that we can increase as per our requirement. Okay, so one more thing that you have to remember, that fire can be controlled by removing one or more of this requirement. Three things are requirement, right? Required for combustion: heat, fuel and oxygen. या तो जलती हुई चीज़ से आप ऑक्सीजन का सप्लाई कट ऑफ कर दो, right? Then also the process of combustion will stop. The other thing that you can do, remove the supply of fuel, right? In that case also you can able to stop the fire. And the third thing, remove that third thing, then also you can able to what we can say that extinguish fire. Three things are very very important. So one thing or two things from this combustion triangle you remove, and what you will found that the process of combustion will stop. Now let's learn about the types of fire extinguisher that are available in the market. The most common fire extinguisher is water. But water works only when things like wood, paper are on fire. right? Wood and paper are there burning, so water is the best option, right? But one disadvantage is also there. If you add water, right, to extinguish a fire broke out due to wood or paper, actually by adding water, right, the property gets damaged. सारी जो जलती हुई चीज़ों पे आप पानी डाल दोगे ना, तो वो चीज़ें पानी एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगी, राइट, और वो ख़राब हो जाएगी, फिर से आप उसे यूज़ नहीं कर सकते वो सारी चीज़ों को, फिर प्रॉपर्टी जो होगी ना वो डिस्ट्रॉयड हो जाएगी पूरी की पूरी. And sometimes if you use water, if fire broke out due to electrical equipment, right, then what happens, water may conduct electricity and harm those who are trying to extinguish the fire, right? The person who is trying to extinguish fire may also get electric current. Reason is water is a good conductor of electricity, and as it is good conductor of electricity, when you spread water that is broke out due to electricity, then electric current flow in that water, and due to that person who is trying to extinguish fire also get electric current. One more disadvantage of water, that is water is also not suitable for fires involving oil and petrol, राइट, मतलब पेट्रोल पंप पे या फिर कहीं और ऑयल और पेट्रोल की वजह से, डीजल की वजह से या केरोसिन की वजह से अगर आग लगी है तो भी हम पानी डाल के वो आग को नहीं बुझा सकते. रीज़न इज वाटर इज़ हैवियर देन ऑयल. हैवियर है तो क्या होगा, पानी डालोगे ना, देन पानी नीचे बैठ जाएगा और ऑयल जो होगा, जो इनफ्लेमेबल लिक्विड होगा, वो ऊपर आ जाएगा तैर के, राइट. तो तैर के ऊपर आ गया तो क्या होगा, एक तो इनफ्लेमेबल है, मतलब उसका इग्निशन टेम्परेचर बहुत कम है, ऊपर से वो तैर के ऊपर आ गया ना, तो ऑक्सीजन का सप्लाई जो है वो कंटिन्यूसली वो फ्यूल तक पहुंचेगा. और कंबशन ट्रायंगल में हमने यही सीखा कि भाई फ्यूल कंबशन के लिए 3 चीज़ें ज़रूरी है. फ्यूल मतलब पेट्रोल हो गया जलने वाला, ऑक्सीजन का सप्लाई, वो तैर के ऊपर आ गया, ऑक्सीजन का सप्लाई भी कंटिन्यू है, और तीसरी चीज़ है इग्निशन टेम्परेचर. जो पेट्रोल डीजल जो इनफ्लेमेबल सब्सटेंस है, ऑलरेडी उन लोगों का इग्निशन टेम्परेचर जो है वो बहुत कम होता है, जलने के लिए उन्हें ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर नहीं चाहिए, राइट. ऑल 3 थिंग्स आर अवेलेबल. ड्यू टू दैट पानी डालने से जो है वो फायर जो है वो बुझने की बजाय जहाँ जहाँ पानी जाएगा वहाँ तक वो आग फैल सकती है. तो उसके डिसएडवांटेजेस हो सकते हैं, बेनिफिशियल पॉइंट्स कुछ नहीं होंगे, और उतना ही नुकसान हो सकता है प्रॉपर्टी को और इंसानों को भी. Okay, so you learn that fire broke out due to electrical equipments and inflammable materials, right? We cannot extinguish that fire with the help of water. Then which type of other fire extinguisher we can use, right, to extinguish fire? So materials like best extinguishers are carbon dioxide. Why carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide, being heavier than oxygen, covers the fire like a blanket, राइट. तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर क्या होगा, जैसे आप स्प्रेड करोगे ना ये इनफ्लेमेबल लिक्विड्स पे या इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट्स पे, तो क्या होगा कि वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का लेयर जलती हुई चीज़ पे बन जाएगा, जिससे सप्लाई ऑफ ऑक्सीजन जो है, राइट, फ्यूल तक नहीं पहुंच पाएगा, और ऑक्सीजन नहीं पहुंचेगा तो कंबशन नहीं होगा. सिंपल. Since the contact between the fuel and the oxygen cut off, the fire is controlled. The added advantage of carbon dioxide is that in most cases it does not harm the electrical equipment, right. पानी वाले केस में मैंने बताया था कि when you add water, right, it damages the property, but use or advantage of carbon dioxide is that it will try to save the property or that electrical equipment. Because of that fire broke out, so that equipment can also be saved by using carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. Now students, I'm giving you one homework. Find out that how this carbon dioxide fire extinguisher work, right? Easily you get from Google. Find out the reason, or find out how this carbon dioxide fire extinguisher work. I'll give you one hint that carbon dioxide is stored at high pressure, right, as a liquid in cylinders, exactly like LPG gas that is stored in cylinders that you are using at your homes. When this carbon dioxide releases from the cylinder, it expands innumerously in volume and cools down. So it's not only form a blanket around the fire, it also brings down the temperature of the fuel, and that is why it is excellent fire extinguisher. Now your one more homework that I am going to give you, that find out different types of fire extinguisher other than water and carbon dioxide, right? I will give you example like dry powder is used, right? Wet chemicals were used, foam extinguisher is used. Okay, so this dry powder, so this type of fire extinguishers are also there in market. Your homework is you need to find out how those fire extinguishers work. Okay, students, that's it for today. Next topic that we will discuss and learn in next video. Thank you so much.